Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Titah Gusti Prasasti and I am from TBI-D. Today I would like to share my thoughts about the education problem and the solutions in Indonesia. Well, as we know that all of us are now facing the pandemic of COVID-19. Pandemic of COVID-19 has a really big impact in many aspects of life all around the world, including the Indonesia. Some of sectors in many countries that get its impact of pandemic of COVID-19 is educations, economic, tourism, health, and many others. As an essential things in life, education is one of many sectors that must go on during this pandemic. Know that COVID-19 transmission is by droplet and the physical contact with the sufferers, so the government need an educational learning that has no physical contact between the teachers and students to reduce the risk of COVID-19 transmissions. Then the Minister of Education and Culture of Indonesia, Nadiem Makarim, announced the implementation of online learning in March 2020 as a solution of educational practice in Indonesia. Most of learning activities are held through the internet using the gadgets, laptops, and computers, and some of them are using television by a channel called TVRI. But as we know, unequal education is a problem for a long time and still don't have a best solution yet in Indonesia. So the implementation of online learning also get the same problems because of the unequal education in Indonesia. Then we get some problems in online learning implementation in Indonesia during this pandemic. The first is how the students that don't have proper gadgets can join the online learning. And the second is how the students in many parts of Indonesia that still don't have proper signal can access the online learning. I have tried to find some solution and I got 5 points that are possible to solve this problem. First, the government should providing free Wi-Fi at some certain areas and giving mobile data to students for online learning. Second is providing gadgets for students. Not only the government, but we as a students, as a citizens of Indonesia, can also help our friends out there by open donations and use the money to buy some gadgets and donate to them, or we can donate our old gadgets from the students that don't have gadgets. Third is using the handy talking. As we know that there are a lot of parts in Indonesia that still don't have a proper signal, so I think using the handy talkie is one of the best solution during this pandemic because handy talkie don't need any Wi-Fi or mobile data in the use, so it very efficient. Fourth, make an emergency curriculum due this pandemic so the implementation of online learning can be maximized. The government need to make a curriculum which is relevant with this condition. So they have to make a new or an emergency curriculum due this pandemic of COVID-19. Five is teachers should be more sensitive with the students' conditions, such as not do all the classes by virtual meeting, because every students have a different condition at their house, so the teacher need to understand it. Well, I think that's all, and the last I want to say that The realization of equal education facilities is not easy. It is very complex and need the contribution for many parties. But we have to try it because the education is a right for all Indonesian citizens. We cannot let this pandemic to be a reason for all of our friends and families out there to drop from school. We need to help each other. Well, I think that's all that I can say. Thank you very much for your attention. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.